Dear all, welcome to my video. Today I am going to talk to you a little bit about my final reflection on the Colombian education course. As you can see here on my computer, I have designed a little mind map to show you some of the important information I was able to learn from these course units. So I'm going to explain it a little bit more in deep. First, I was able to learn about foreign language education, which the main purpose is to teach for competency in the language. That means that teachers are focused on intensive or immersion learning. That means that students are learning the language by itself, like if they are using the language for real communication and they are not using their native language. They are just concentrated on learning the language in a immersion form. In the case of bilingual education, it changes a little bit because in this case, students are learning another language, but also they are able to use their mother tongue. So they will be basically learning at the same time in both languages. For example, in Colombia, most students speak Spanish, so they will be learning English at the same time they learn Spanish. So they will have some subjects in Spanish and some subjects in English, but that doesn't happen when the school decides to base the English learning as a foreign language. In this case, students will be learning everything in English. In Colombia, the new curriculum has decided to include that the students should be bilingual by the end of the secondary school, and they should have at least a B1 level. So that's why I put over here the foreign language policy in Colombia. This policy includes the new National English Program. This program, set up by the government and the Ministry of Education, established different goals for 2025, and the main goal is that students achieve B1 level. And for that, there are many things that should happen, but especially teachers should be trained in this new program because, as I said, it's new and most teachers in Colombia don't know how to use it yet. So the first thing will be to train teachers well, for them to be familiar with this national program and for them to be able to help students better. In this new program, schools need to decide if they are going to go for foreign language education or bilingual education. Most schools in Colombia will choose to go for bilingual education because the goal for our students is to be bilingual at the end, right? So we should always take into consideration what's better for our students. In the case of Colombia, the best for students is to have a bilingual education because they can use their mother tongue, that is Spanish, and also learn a new language. But there are some schools in Colombia that are international schools, and in this case, probably the best option for students will be to go for foreign language education because in international schools, sometimes there are students from different countries. Some schools have 10, 20 different nationalities among students. So in that case, as the students are speaking different languages, the best option for teachers is to go for foreign language education, so that students don't use their mother tongue because they will have different ones, and instead they just concentrate on learning English, and they concentrate on really learning the culture, the meaning, and using the language for real life purposes. So I think it is important that before we decide one or the other, we check what is the better option for students, and also we check the context to be able to decide. And well, that's all for now. Thank you for watching.